Pretty please, pretty please.
Everybody is talking about the K culture, and you might have experienced people calling you Oppa. How do you feel about that?
Say so for me personally, again, like I grew up in a very like white area, right? So I didn't have a lot of Korean friends growing up. I know a lot of Korean Americans that grew up in Korean communities, and you're just used like 형, 누나, 오빠, like 언니. It's just the word that you use, right? And there's no kind of the thing with me with oppa specifically. That word has like it almost feels like the Korean version of like daddy in English.
Now it has been taken in a different meaning as well. So like
Yeah,
you can understand.
yeah. So I think for me, especially because I didn't grow up with a lot of younger female Korean friends that would actually call me oppa legitimately, like the oppa thing has like it's not sexual, but it definitely has a bit of like a flirty kind of like feeling to it, right? Um, but we have other words for older, like hyung, right? So I like it's older, like a guy to a guy, or like nuna, right? Like why doesn't nuna have the same kind of like flirt? It kind of does. Um, but yeah, so as a Korean American, like to me, like I understand that in Korea, like yes, we use that, and we use that for like anyone, right? That just happens to be older. Um, and there definitely is a flirtiness to it. Like when people date, like you see in K-dramas, right? They still say oppa, this and that, and like it kind of transitions into a bit of more of like a flirty type of thing. Um, but yeah, no, I think like because I didn't grow up hearing it a lot, like I'm the youngest sibling. I have an older brother, so I say hyung all the time, but like I never really grew up hearing oppa. And so I honestly, I think see it the same way that you guys do, right? Where you see this like oppa, you know what I mean? And like I've definitely had non-Korean people like women like like want call me oppa and stuff, and like
I guess Jin is going to be like Jungkook is like, I'm not your Oppa. Don't call me Oppa. I'm actually tempted to ask another question. It's not in the itinerary, but it is. No, I want to just ask that question. Let's talk about Aegyo. That cringe people do. Like, I don't want to do that on screen, but
I can
Okay.
get ya. Like the Korean language itself is very like exaggerated, right? So if you ask someone like where are the directions and you all the way down the way like 그렇게 쭉 가면서 막 그렇게 like our language like we are very exaggerated, and so like the 오빠 왜 그래, right? Like all the whole like that kind of thing, like it stems from just the way that we speak normally. But no, I agree. It's very like it's it's like overdosing on cute, right? To the point where it's just like it's too much, you know?
Mhm.
Um, but I will say, I think Korean people as a whole, we love cute, right? We love cute. And so, yeah, we just love to have that. So yeah, I'm again like very American, and like I'm talking to you guys this way now, but like I get the egg thing. Like with my mom and stuff, sometimes like if I'm trying to be cute with her, I'll be like, 엄마 뭐 해줘? Like you know what I mean? Like yeah, it's how much are you how how much are you like not embarrassed to show?
Like being used to it.
Mm,
It's more of that because the Korean wave has come into the like globally now. So initially when everyone's like getting to know about, like obviously when you see something new, you're obviously either like, oh my god, wow, or you're like, what? You have only like these two expressions. So since the whole world is very much used to men being like all manly, puffed up and everything, so like even in their voice, now suddenly we have this Korean wave in which like it's okay for guys to accept their feminine side as well. So, it will take some time, because initially when I also used to see that in like K-dramas, like guys doing like anything like this, it used to give out the vibe of like maybe they are gays. But then now, since I'm used to like watching so many, like I think after like 60 or 70 K-dramas, I realized like, oh, it's in the culture. It's in the culture. So now if I watch anything of that, I'm like, oh, this is cute. This
Right.
is now cute, right? So it's
Different way.
more of a, it's more of like the being used to something, I guess.
Right.